Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Turtle Wars Season 3. This is episode 6. Count it, 6. And tonight, our main event, the return of Plank. They sit at 1-1, our reigning champions. Sitting in their way, though, an old grudge, an old rival, Revenge of Armageddon. These two have met a bunch of times throughout the history of the series, and the wins are always trading back and forth. One of the most important times they met was back in pre-series 11, the grand final of the last time we did a fight card format. These two met each other, and it was Revenge of Armageddon who pulled off the win. Last year, when they were drawn into the same heat, I gotta be honest, I was so excited to see another rematch between these two because it's always a great match. And it didn't happen. Gravity had to go and ruin everything, didn't they? Chucking Revenge of Armageddon out the arena. Both bots sitting at 1-0 at the moment. Revenge of Armageddon, one of the few machines, I think, who has what it takes to defeat Plank. Can they do it tonight? Other matches are opening match of the night. Medcart takes on Heatwave, two 0-1 machines who had really, really tough draws. I mean, Derpy 18.0 and Generic, two favorites for the title, right? Let's see if Heatwave can live up to the hype. And let's see if Medcart can bounce back from their opening loss. Suffocate takes on Shuriken, another two 0-1 machines, interestingly enough. Suffocate, of course, taken out by Trident in a main event. A bit disappointing of a loss, I'll be honest here. We were definitely expecting better out of them. But the hinged wedge at the front seems to not really be low enough. Ground clearance won't matter as much here, though, because Shuriken is not really based around ground clearance, so it's going to be a fun match for sure. Gravity and Rewind, two 1-0 machines. Will be interesting to see what weapon Rewind chooses. My money, I think, is on the Flipper version. In the meantime, you've got Gravity sitting there. Very powerful Flipper, obviously chucked Calamity 5 out of the arena. Looking to advance 2-0 here. Then we have Endgame, who took a solid win over Levitation, and another machine who took a solid win in Distraught took out blanking at the moment. I keep wanting to say Viper because that was the machine's old name, but now it's Rattler. That's what it is. Got it. Then TR5 back in the arena. They dispatched of Abel pretty easily. They're taking on Panic Attack, who beat Samurai. That's what they did. Yes, beat Samurai. So two more high tier 1-0 machines. Hulkbuster is also 1-0. They're taking on Dual Welded, who are not 1-0. Dual Welded lost to Mosquito in the highlight fights. Bit of a shame. It's got really high potential, but the design is just not there, you know? But without further ado, let's get to our opening match, Medcart versus Heatwave. One of these machines advances to 1-1, the other a 0-2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 6 of season 3 of Turtle Wars. We got quite the opening match for you two. For you two? My two viewers that I have. Because here we have Heatwave in the red square, the young blood, devastating bot in the qualifiers. Their first match, main event of episode 2, they took on Generic and got just decimated. Did not stand a chance. They take on the durable, experienced brick that is Medcart. Heatwave does not want to head down to 0-2 after the promise that they showed. One of two rookie machines that got put up in the high tier. They do not want to let that opportunity go to waste. Medcart, in the meantime, 0-1 after a loss to Derpy 18.0, where they didn't get to do much of anything. They kind of need this win, I'll be honest, or at least a good showing, to really get themselves even in the running at 0-2. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. Activate, and here we go. Heatwave getting that weapon up to speed. Big shot, big hits from Heatwave. And what can Medcard even do at this point? That big front plow. Not enough to defend the machine from the spinner of Heatwave. But is the armor of Heatwave enough to defend from the spinner of Minnow? I don't know, because those are some nice shots, and into the pit release button goes Heatwave. Oh, and a huge shot from Heatwave is sending Medcard about. Absolutely. That weapon on Heatwave, surely powerful. But it's just not really doing anything, and the two machines just miss each other there. Heatwave getting in onto Medcard, though, almost towards the pit. Medcard almost towards the pit, just about gets back up, recovers. Medcard is taking these shots like a champ, but I think he needs a KO to win. These hits are just too much to win without, and there's no traction from the Heatwave machine. Can they get off? Can they get off? They're struggling. Medcard's trying to nudge them in, but he doesn't want to accidentally free them. Medcard missing, the driving maybe not at its best. There it is! Cease! Goes for the deflection. And Medcard, they take the win. Heatwave a shock 0-2. Tough matches for the design of Heatwave, sure. But the potential we saw in the qualifier is not what this rookie is living up to in the main series. Medcard hits 1-1. Heatwave sent down to the 0-2 pool. That is not where you want to be. Here we are, second fight of the night. 2 0-1 low-tier machines. You don't want to be going 0-1 as a low-tier machine, period. But it's definitely going to be a bit tough as a low-tier machine to go 0-2. That's going to be very, very difficult to bounce back from, if not impossible. So Suffocate and Shuriken here looking for victories. Shuriken, really, really heavy weapon, really powerful weapon. They got out-strategized and out-driven by a newcomer in their first match. Suffocate just could not get under Titan. Was unable to bring their weapon into play. And considering the qualifier, Suffocate's weapon broke immediately, this is kind of, hopefully, the first time we see his weapon. Let's see, 3, 2, 1. Activate, and here it is. Oh, Shuriken, the one to get the big hits early. Trying to get that weapon into play to Suffocate. Oh, cease! So many horizontal spinner Utas, I don't understand. I really don't get it. I really don't. That's like the 4th horizontal spinner Uta of the season. These never happened. They didn't happen last season in this arena. They didn't happen in the account mayhem in this arena. I mean, I guess Among Us Tombstone did it sometimes. But like, why are there so many? Why are there so many of these? That should just not be the case. Conundrum Evo got one, Revenge of Armageddon got one, Shuriken's now got an Uta to his name. I'm forgetting the last one. I really am. I don't understand. How has he done this? What is this witchcraft? Is what it is. Time to move on to the next match. So here we are. 2 veteran machines enter the arena. Gravity takes on Rewind. Both these spots 1-0. Rewind had a very good win against Vicio. Gravity's win over Calamity 5 was solid, but it could have been better, you know. More dominant is what I mean by better. Let's see how this one goes. Flipper attachment being used by Rewind. 3, 2, 1. Activate, and here we go. Both bots getting to the center of the arena and cease. Okay, well, there you go. 6 seconds. 6 seconds, that's how long the fight was. Oh my, Gravity I said it could have been a more dominant, impressive win over Calamity 5, and they heard me, and they were like, okay, well, let's just chuck Rewind out immediately. Not a chance given. Good night, Rewind. Go home. Garbage machine, honestly. Gravity 2-0. Very solid stuff out of them so far this season. 2 Utas as well. That's 50% of the Utas horizontal spinners have gotten this season. I can't get over that, bro. Why is it happening so often? I just don't get it. It just should not be a thing, okay? It's not me. It's not me. It shouldn't be a physically possible thing that happens, okay? That's all I'm saying. Alright, next fight. Yep. Here we are, fight 4 of the night. We've got Game Over taking on Distraught, a 1-0 machine versus a 1-0 machine, the double full-body spinner, against a rookie Lego Vert, who's using their bar instead of their disc for this match. Let's see how it goes. 3, 2, 1, activate. Bullseye and Minnow, I think, have been in the arena since the first fight of the night, but they haven't done anything. Oh, there's the weapon! 1 hit! Rattler survived longer than that. The whole bot lasted until like the last 7 seconds of their fight. Come on now, Game Over. You're supposed to be some solid young blood, but they have flipped over Distraught, who is still spinning. Look at that. But it is not winning. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cease. And Bullseye waits to flip until after. Doesn't even flip him back onto his wheels either. Well, there you go. Use of the house robots effectively. Let's go. Game over. Big win. 2-0 from them. Distraught falling to 1-1. Here we are, another fight. 2 1-0 machines yet again. TR5 chucked out Abel with ease. Panic Attack dominated former champion Samurai. They take on another Brit Flipper design. Former champion in TR5 here. We've got Bullseye and the Dutchman in the arena for the House Robots. 3, 2, 1. Activate. And there we go. The match underway. The forks of Panic Attack do get under TR5. Will we see another 3 minutes of Panic Attack using its forks to just get under? Or will it get chucked out of the arena? They are able to get under with the forks, but TR5 could get under everything else. And cease, it's done! TR5, the victor. 2-0 for them. Did we expect anything less, though? No. No, we did not. The runners-up gunning for that title. Gunning to reclaim the throne that they've held twice in the past. Here we are, one fight before our main event, the grudge match to end all grudge matches. Dual Weldon makes his first appearance outside of the highlighted fights here with that wind-up dual vertical spinner. They take on Hulkbuster, who gutted. This is a serious spot in their first match. 1-0 versus 0-1. Who takes the win? 3, 2, 1. Activate. And there it is. Dual Weldon getting up to speed and immediately losing one of the bars. The other one. Oh my! What a win from Hulkbuster! Took off the wheels and the rest of the weapon in the same shot. Hulkbuster, that is 2 incredibly destructive wins in a row that we did not expect on this bot. This bot unchanged since Series 2 of the pre-series. I did 15 of those. And we are in the 3rd season of the televised series. That is, what is it? 14, 15, 16, 17 seasons of competition. Never has it looked this good. Even when it went overseas and competed in King of Bots Great Season 1, it made it all the way, I think, to the top 2 in that. It didn't look this good by any means. Yes, it's low-tier competition, but this is impressive. Very, very impressive. And Hulkbuster, a 2-0 like that might be enough to guarantee top 32, even if it is low-tier opposition. Even if the strength of schedule at the moment is to win the spots. Because that was very, very impressive. Here we are, the main event. The biggest grudge of the sport. These two machines, they've gone through many different iterations, but they've both been competing since pre-Series 2. Both have competed for so long. Both have taken the title, but only one has taken the title from the other. The last time we did the fight card format was back in pre-Series 11. These two machines met in the grand final, the top two, to decide the champion, and it was Revenge of Armageddon that took the win. A season later, and Plank would get back to the top two and lose in the final again. And it hurt, because for years and years it seemed like that was their best opportunity for the title. And it's not the only time these machines have fought. The record against each other just keeps getting larger and larger. It was really exciting to see the two in the same heat last season, because I thought we would get the next chapter in that rivalry, but no. No. Was not meant to be. Gravity was the one to take out Revenge of Armageddon. But the former runners-up are back. They take on the reigning champion. Plank took a big win against Pain in their first match. This is their second main event in a row. They want to advance to 2-0. They want to continue their win streak that they've had since the beginning of last season. But Revenge of Armageddon stands in their way. A machine that stood in their way in the past and blocked their way. It's going to be a tough ask for them to win it. But it's time to find out if they can. 3, 2, 1. Activate, and Revenge of Armageddon getting the weapon up to speed quick and getting underneath Plank. Somehow, Plank rearing up. And it gets gutted! The weapon ripped off! Decimated! And the main body of the machine chucked into the pits. And physics, oh my gosh, that's crazy. It's already dead, but now it's even more destroyed, because Revenge of Armageddon is here to win this season, and it is decimating what remains. There is no surviving this machine. They are going for the title. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cease. Revenge of Armageddon has done it. They've killed the king. Plank, considered the best machine in the world. And they earned it. They won, the reigning champions, suffering their first loss of the season to their biggest rivals. Revenge of Armageddon, this could have been what happened last season had they met in the heat final, but instead, Gravity, perhaps the person Plank should be thanking for their title, because Revenge of Armageddon could have stopped it all along. They are the ones to advance to 2-0. Plank fall to 1-1. Sure, it's a main event loss to a spectacular machine, but Plank didn't get a single attack in. That's got to be disappointing. Selection committee, they're going to notice that. But I doubt it's going to matter, because Plank is probably going to win their next two matches. What it really means is implications for the tournament and for seedings. Plank perhaps is going to get seeded lower than they should be. And Revenge of Armageddon, well, after a win like that, they've got to be gunning for the #1 seed. We'll see you guys next time. That was episode 6 of Turtle Wars' 3rd season. Some great matches here. The main event, a statement from Revenge of Armageddon. A devastating win from Hulkbuster, showing that their gutting of This Is a Serious Bot was not a fluke, that they are that powerful. TR5 heading to 2-0 with another Uta, same with Gravity. The season's beginning to heat up as we near our midpoint. If you're a 2-0 high tier bot, you're looking very good for the tournament. If you're an 0-2 low tier bot, you're looking out of it. And if you're 1-1 in either, could get a little bit dicey. See you all next time. Good night.